One of the most important parts of our photo editing is the color effects we create at the end of the image. At the beginning, you retouch your image to make it look better. Sometimes you remove a pimple or a mole from the face. The same thing should happen in the field of color. That is, after you finish retouching, you must perform a color retouch. As much as you can, try to make your work simpler. By simplicity, I mean removing extra colors. Now look at this image. I previously wanted and planned to place blue and orange colors next to each other. Because of this, I use some flowers and clothes where the dominant colors are orange and blue, but other colors are also visible besides these two. That is, this green color you see here acts like those pimples and spots on the face, and I have to remove them. When I say remove these, there are two methods. Either I decrease the color saturation or I convert this color into another color. I'll do both for you so you can see. I'll go to the filter menu, go to camera raw filter, and in the color mixer panel, I want to correct my green colors. Well, I know that green isn't alone. It also has a large amount of yellow alongside it. So I have to be careful when I'm making the corrections. Besides the green color, I must also complete the changes with my yellow color channel. Well, first I'll go for reducing the color saturation. When I reduce the saturation of green and yellow, is my color correction done? In this image, no. Why? Because it makes my dominant orange color more visible in one area. To maintain the color flow in my image, I'll convert the green colors into orange colors. What's the difference from the previous image? Now, when I place the two images side by side, I see that when I convert the green colors to gray, meaning I reduce the saturation, my image doesn't reach the desired color result. But when I changed green to orange, the visual appeal of my image increased, and somehow it's as if the blue flowers also stand out more. Now in this same image, I can also change the blue colors a bit to teal. In a way, the color order of my image was corrected. I'll open my image inside the camera raw filter. Alright, I'll head over to the color mixer section and once again the green colors. And I'll start by decreasing the color saturation. But when I decrease the green color, I still have green reflections on the face that aren't recognized as green itself, so I have to go to the yellow color channel. If I start decreasing the yellow color saturation here, my color errors will reach their peak. So here, instead of changing the color saturation, I need to convert my color to a color close to the skin. So I'll go to the Hue tab and start with the yellows, gradually and gently converting them into beautiful, warm and inviting colors. And I'll also convert some of the remaining green colors into warm colors. In saturation, I'll also lower the intensity a bit. Now, if you look at the before and after, so far, I've been able to reduce that green color intensity. I should also decrease the lipstick color saturation a bit. So I'll go to the red color and shift it slightly towards orange. I'll also reduce its saturation a little. Guys, take a look at the work so far. And in this image, it's like we've reached a simplicity in color. It's like we've achieved an order in the color display. I haven't used any color tonality yet. I'm just organizing the base colors I had in my image a bit. So our first step was color correction. Our next step will be color grading. What does monochrome mean? It means an image made of only one color, but with different levels of brightness and darkness of that same color. A black and white photo is monochrome and is based on gray. A photo with only blue tones is blue monochrome, and a photo with only brown tones is sepia monochrome. Monochromes cause focus on form, light, and emotion, and they eliminate color distractions. and they make the atmosphere more emotional and minimal. Here, my dominant color is orange and warm brown. Skin, hair, makeup, background, all are in the warm orange spectrum. No competing colors like green, blue, or cold purple have entered the work. The differences are only in brightness, contrast, and saturation. In this photo, the color palette revolves almost entirely in the warm spectrum like yellow, gold, and orange. Even the goat's white has been shifted towards cream and warm, meaning no pure white or intrusive cold color has entered the image. The viewer's eye moves smoothly and doesn't get stuck on contrasting colors. And now complementary colors. Complementary colors are those that sit exactly opposite each other on the color wheel, like blue and orange, red and green, and yellow and purple. These pairs, when placed together, create the highest color contrast. The image becomes more vivid and attractive, and one of the most popular combinations is used in portraits. Blue and orange. Human skin is inherently orange, and background shadows can be blue or cool. The result is that the skin stands out more, gives a cinematic feel, and creates more depth in the image. That's why you see many of these examples in cinema and portraiture as well. Now you might wonder, how do I identify these colors, or where can I refer to have all these colors available to me? Or you might ask what colors are actually used in my image. To understand what colors are used in your image, there's a simple way. Certainly, when we look at this image, we know that the dominant color is orange, but to reach our color essence or color base, we'll create a gray layer. I'll take a neutral gray, meaning with hue 0, saturation 0, and brightness 50%, which is actually the color code red 128, green 128, and blue 128. I'll click OK and carefully apply this color in a separate layer. From the available blending modes, I'll select the luminosity mode. When we're in this particular space, all the lights disappear and only my base color remains visible. As you can see, the dominant color of the image is an orange that I can even access its color code. Very easily from the color picker section, I can have the color sample and access the color code. Now, where does this come in handy? Let's go to the Paletton website. We can copy the color code we have here and paste it into the base RGB section on the Paletton site. Here it's showing your base color. It's also displaying other monochrome colors to you. You can even have the complementary color display here, quite simply in the Add Complementary section. I can see the complementary color that can make this image more attractive for me. Here it's suggesting the color green to me, meaning you can either go with a monochrome look for your image, like if I choose orange or brown colors for her clothes during my photo shoot. But the important thing is that during my editing, how I can make my image visually more color attractive. Let's do this together. I'll merge my layers and convert them into a smart object. In the filter menu, I'll go to Camera Raw Filter, and from the mask section, I'll select the background. Now let's see how we can use what we've learned. When editing my image, I can use it in two ways. Either go with a monochrome look or use complementary colors. It's quite easy. The background is already selected, and this is my monochrome result. And this would be the result of using complementary colors. Which one you prefer or what your goal is for the image is entirely up to you. Monochrome colors offer more simplicity, giving your image a more uniform look. But with complementary colors, you're being bolder, your color contrasts are stronger, and without a doubt, your image will look much more appealing. The more colors you use, the harder it becomes to control them. But keep in mind that it also makes your final image more striking, provided you use the colors correctly. My process for color editing is always the same. I always start with color. Corrections first. In the next step, using my knowledge of color, psychology, I choose the color tones that I find most appealing.